one point, I definitely was, but I mean, it's still a dope city. I wouldn't mind staying down here, but it's hot as fuck, boy. It was
Ooh,
102 when I went to the club yesterday, and I
at
got to
night.
nigga, I got to club at 7:30. It was still 102. I was
How
like,
much?
nigga, this is Arizona weather right here, my boy. I ain't
What?
feeling this at all.
It was hot after the show too.
It was still warm. It was still like 85, 85, 87 after the show.
Yeah, yeah. I
I,
went to a show in Phoenix, and afterwards, it was like that hot exhaust back of the
yeah.
PlayStation heat.
Yeah.
But it was like 1 a.m. and I was like, yeah, I can't.
Bro, I remember one time we were auditioning for the Stand Up for Diversity showcase, and this is after Tone Bell. Shout out to Tone Bell. He just had a birthday a couple days ago. It was after he had won it, and so they had it in Phoenix, auditions at Phoenix, and it was me, I think Jay Alexander, maybe Chinadu. It was like 4 or 5 of us in this car, and we was like, well, we don't want to pay for a hotel room the first night, so we just went to where the auditions were going to be at downtown in Phoenix, I believe, and we just decided to sleep in the car. It's like 4 of us in this car. And we just gonna roll the windows down. Anybody gonna reach in this car with 4 big niggas in this motherfucker. Bro, we didn't last 15 minutes with the car turned off and windows down before we was like, we can't do it, bro. Roll these windows up and turn
Damn.
the AC on. We're gonna all put in on the gas. It's just too hot. Niggas was in that bitch sweating. We was in that bitch, a car full of runaways. We was that motherfucker.
Damn. So even with the windows down, it didn't help because even
There
the
was no
moving heat.
breeze, bro. The heat had beat the shit out of the breezes. The breezes left town. There was no fucking breeze downtown. It was horrible, bro. So we had to just sleep with the car on, running the whole time with the AC. And it wasn't too long. It might have been like 5 hours because I think we started lining up around 6 or 7. So, but standing in that line was hot as fuck too, boy. It was miserable, bro. It was the shit that I've done for comedy. This shit has been crazy, bro. It has been crazy.
It makes the documentary more interesting.
Man, it's gonna be some stories in that bitch. I tell you that. They just started that clip of me doing MTV's Yo Momma just started floating back around.
I just saw that representing Bankhead Atlanta.
Nigga, that's when I first found out there is no such thing as reality TV.
Hollywood.
Bro, when I tell you, I was still in college when I was doing it. And I was driving back and forth from St. Louis to Atlanta to go film that. They made it seem like I lived down there. I'll use one of the producers' aunt's house. They had a guest room, and they just had me bring some stuff from my house, and they placed it around their guest room. Yeah, bro, it was crazy. And at the time, I think I was working at Banana Republic, and shit, I forgot. I was working a couple places, but I went down there dressed like a nigga who shops at Aldo. So I had on this black V-neck, and it was a deep cut V-neck. It's some straight leg jeans and some boots, like some pointed toe boots, right? So I went down there for the audition, and they had all of us lined up, and they put 6 guys in at one time, and then the rest of us were standing over to the side, and they were like, I start roasting, and so we would just roast on each other, and whoever was killing stayed in, but whoever started getting hit, they would replace you with one of the people on the sideline. Yeah. Them niggas thought I was gonna be an easy target because I was dressed like a metrosexual nigga, man. I went in there and destroyed the niggas, and that's how I got booked for the show.
Oh shit! Damn, is there footage of that?
No, I wish it was, bro.
That would have been dope as hell.
Next, bro. I was on them niggas next, dressed like a nigga who only shops at fucking what's the store? New York and Company? Nah, not New York and Company. Whatever, fuck. One of the stores that sell the tight ass shirts.
That's how it happened at All Def too. I feel like you sat down with like a fedora and a button up, and you were like, "Hey guys," and everybody was like, "Grr." And then I remember a couple sessions where it was like, "Oh, leave that nigga alone."
Bro, the crazy thing, I think about this all the time. There was no roasting culture at All Def when I first got there. I used to come in and roast Doughboy and roast Teddy. And then we did that thing where I roasted Doughboy and Teddy. They was like on the couch, and it was in the big main room. But you niggas was so nice at first. Everybody was so nice. Roasting ruined the morale and the culture at All Def, bro.
Well,
I
you know
remember
what's
when I first
funny?
came in, niggas was offering me drinks and say, hey, you want something to drink? You can sit over here. Niggas was so polite. And then we started roasting, and it was never the same after that.
I feel like the first time the nucleus that started it was, I think it was like Teddy and Doughboy roasted each other, you know, like they made fun of each other heavy. And then like it sort of swelled up from that. And then even like the video with you flaming them, the video with Tony Hinchcliffe flaming them, like it started very much as the talent roasting each other, and then it spread into the office because it was pretty polite, you know, employee to employee before that.
Yeah, nigga, Meg is a beast now. Who would have ever thought Meg be a beast?
She wasn't even roasting at all back then. She wasn't.
Yeah, she was not. I'm telling you, it's got to be the kids, man, because them kids done something. They done turned her dark and cold on the inside. She got a dark cold now. That's what happens when you're a parent, man, because kids, they can just suck, man. That's why, you know, I feel like the birth rate in the U.S. is like at an all-time low, because like the Gen Z, they like, I don't want no fucking kids. They cost money. I can't go to Coachella. I can't go wherever the fuck.
Right.
Ain't nobody having no kids, bro.
When you think about how many trips a year of diapers could pay for, how many trips?
Nigga, you can't stay out late because you got to get up early to drop the kid off. You got to go meet teachers. You got to show up at parent-teacher conference. I mean, if you want to be a good parent, like you think about all the things that you got to sacrifice for a fucking kid, and you can put all of that time and effort in, and then fuck around at 17, you got a fucking Dylan Roof who does some stupid shit. You be like, nigga, I just wasted all of this time and money, and you do this now? All right, bitch.
I just covered a story not too long ago about a dude who cut his dick off, lit it on fire, and then used it to set his mom's garage on fire. And I was like, man, she had a baby shower. She went through pregnancy. She birthed that kid. She cried over that kid, raised it, took photos, first steps and stuff like that. And then fast forward to that, she's like, God, like, damn.
All because I wouldn't let you use my car?
Like, who'd have thunk? It's almost like, damn, is the good part of being a parent like the first 6 years, and then it's just a crapshoot, serial killer, Diddy. It could be anybody.
Bro, listen, man. I knew after I met Farron, actually, I didn't want any more kids before I met Farron. Once I found out my son was my son, I was like, I'm done. But I met Farron and I was smitten, right? So, and she was like, you know, 2 weeks into hanging out, she told me she was 2 months pregnant. And I was already hooked. And I was like, well, you know what? Actually, I'm actually overqualified to take care of another nigga baby because I just got 2.
I've done this before.
This is kind of my thing. At this point, it's kind of my niche. Is just taking care.
You wouldn't guess. You couldn't guess what?
She hit me with the guess what? I hit her right back. Reverse Uno, bitch.
Right? You don't say.
let me lay this on you. How about this?
Ooh,
but I knew I didn't want no more kids, man. Especially after working. I was a 7th grade science teacher for a couple years, and after that, I was just like, yeah, never again, bro. Never again. I would have kids that started at the top of the year, the sweetest kids ever, right? But then, because they're going through puberty, mid-semester, these motherfuckers are terrorists. They're just the worst people ever. And I told them, I was like, hey, y'all need to calm down because I'm not above smashing your mom. And I did.
I heard.
Definitely smashed some of their mamas.
Crazy.
I'm a wild boy. Don't listen. You ain't finna pop shit in my classroom and disrupt it while this perfect learning environment and think that you ain't gonna suffer from it.
I mean, they were just trying out different personalities. They probably saw an asshole on TV. They're just trying. I don't think that qualifies them to get their moms fucked, It's kind of crazy. I never even knew that was an option.
Hey, man. Imagine you come downstairs for a cup of water in the middle of the night. You see me right here, feet up.
Mr. Moore.
Mama, just looking like, hey, man, I see you in the morning. All right.
play another nigga's saved game is the craziest analogy I've ever seen.
Yeah, man.
To
I
play
play
another
Geeks,
brother's saved game. Shout out to
nigga.
everybody who pulled up, man. I just saw Roger Gad said I'm on a DIYS marathon right now. I'm on episode 116 out of 322. Let's go.
Ooh. That's what you finna find some gold back then, boy. It was a wild, wild west.
Oh my
It was
God.
that's when we was filming with the camera phones and recording with the mic. You know what I'm saying? We was at different locations every 25, 30 episodes. We was at a different location because Pat was just moving like a fucking nomad, guys. I want to remind y'all this is when Pat was a drug mule and he was bouncing from house to house, old
That
Pablo
was crazy.
Escobar houses.
That was actually a wild stretch of time. Now that I think about it, it was just, and I was just going with the flow. I was just like,
it was definitely going with the flow, nigga. I was like, wait,
moving again?
I was like, yeah, this is new address. Hey man, what's going on? Everything okay at home?
You know, it's so crazy. I was just thinking about this. In this business, we're so like, make something new, go, make nothing new, make something new. Jesus Christ, make something new, go on to the next, make something new, go on to the next. But I appreciate the people who go deep into the backlogs, and it's like everything is there forever. Like episode 116 out of 322 is so dope. Like I just got a message the other day that was just like, hey Pat, I'm almost finished with your fucking like Zelda playthrough. And it was like a 16-hour thing throughout a whole weekend months ago. And I was just like, oh, people are like going back and consuming it. So shout out to everybody who's on the backlog.
And shout out to everybody that pulled up on live today, man. This is a lot of y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. We don't do the lives a lot. We just kind of worked out right now because of scheduling. But yeah, man, we got some crazy stories for y'all. But before we get into that, let me tell y'all real quick about one of the things that's made my life significantly easier, especially while traveling, because I'm still trying to make sure that I'm eating right. I'm still trying to make sure that I'm getting the nutrition that I need. And I want to let y'all know, man, I've told y'all before, but Factor, I cannot say it enough. This episode is sponsored by Factor. And the last couple of months have probably thrown everybody's routine off a little bit. Summer plans, travel, work, family, events, all the random things that somehow show up on your calendar. It is just crazy. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go off script right now. Lunch meat is $10. $10, Buster. You don't know what you're going to spend when you go to the grocery store nowadays, man. And you add that with a busy schedule, man, just why even try at this point? And now with the plans to sort of slow down, the obligations are not, because you still got a lot to do. When are you going to go grocery shopping? When are you going to save enough money? When are you going to remember your bags, all of that type of stuff, man? Don't even worry about it. Take that off your to-do list and let Factor handle it. Factor makes chef-crafted, dietitian designed, ready-to-eat meals so you do not have to choose between real food and convenience, which is a real thing. How you think I got my hot dog addiction? All right, real food and convenience. I was going with the convenience. And now that I have Factor, I don't have to sacrifice nutrition or real food for convenience because everything comes straight to my door. And it's never frozen. It's only refrigerated. It usually only takes 2-3 minutes to heat up in the microwave, and it's well seasoned. I have to say that part because y'all know how we get. You know what I'm saying? This food on some I ain't really playing with it. But I'm telling you, Factor got that deal, man, with over 175 banned ingredients. Every Factor meal is designed around what supports a healthier lifestyle and nothing that does. The meals are always ready in 2 minutes. Every week, Factor has over 100 nutrient-dense menu items to choose from with options like salmon burgers, shredded pork, collard greens, and more. They also have add-ons like pumpkin-flavored cheesecake and protein shakes. I've been with Factor for a while. I don't have any plans of slowing down, especially I love when a brand that we support does exactly what they say they do. When everything comes as is, as promised, I don't shy away from it. I don't vary away from it. This is where I'm at with it. So let's be real. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/DIYS 50 off and use the code DIYS 50 off to get 50% off and one free breakfast item per box for 1 year while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That code again is DIYS 50 off at factormeals.com/DIYS at factormeals.com See the website for more details. Get on that. Trust me. Trust me.
Hey,
we got some crazy stories, man. Lake Lanier is back in the news. You know what I'm saying? Jet ski influencer blacks out mid-stunt, crashes into Lake Lanier dock at full speed.
jet ski influencer.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know.
Are getting smaller and smaller. I'm a jet ski influencer. What the fuck does that mean?
That's a crazy niche right there. Like, I didn't even know people was out here calling themselves influencers on the jet. I mean, I guess, you know, if you're in that world, you'd be like, yo, you know, Bradley Rogers is the craziest stunt jet skier ever. But jet ski influencer Dylan Stapler suddenly lost consciousness while riding on the front of his jet ski in the midst of performing a stunt at Lake Lanier. First of all, before I even finish reading, white people.
Stay out.
I need y'all to understand, man. There's certain things that you should not have access to. And even though you physically and sometimes verbally have access to it, you should not engage. Lake Lanier has proven time and time again it ain't fucking with y'all. Now,
it's viral.
The white people that are alive right now, it might not have nothing to do with y'all. But some of y'all ancestors was on that bullshit. They flooded that town, killed all them black people. You got that water over them graves that probably wasn't even grave. Leave that Lake Lanier alone.
I don't get it.
I don't.
It's doing a great job staying in the news. It's viral. Like it's almost like it's trying to stay relevant. Like we've seen it grow past. What's the other one? The Bermuda Triangle. Remember when we were kids? Bermuda Triangle was the killer. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And for the most part, this is like the most famous lake ever.
Bro, y'all need to leave it alone. Here's the thing. If they could figure out how to call this lake a nigga, they would. Because at some point, they're going to realize that Lake Lanier is the most infamous serial killer that the 21st century has ever seen. All right? It is out here. Moving on. The jet ski crashed at full speed into a dock without anyone at the controls. The impact launched him into the water where his life vest kept him afloat until a friend reached him. Stapler walked away with a concussion and bruises, but no broken bones. And the shocking footage has quickly spread across social media. I'm telling you the only reason he walked away with no broken bones is because he was already unconscious. You know, they say the best way to fall is like limp like a rag doll.
Loose,
so you don't tense up and break a bone. If he had tried to, that boy would be dead as fuck right now, man.
That's pretty scary though. Like,
I need to see this video. I know exactly what this was, yeah.
Dylan!
He didn't break no bones?
You listen, I didn't realize he was unconscious. When I first saw this video, I thought I saw it last week sometime. And when I first saw it, I thought he just like couldn't get back on the right way. So he must have got knocked unconscious when he was like bumping and hit a water.
Oh,
maybe hit his chin or something like that.
But they said no bruises.
Because he was conscious at first. He was riding like this, and then he flipped around to try to do a trick. And I think in the midst of the water being choppy, bop. You know what I mean?
But it said he blacked out. Like he just lost consciousness as opposed to getting knocked out. I feel like if he got knocked out, he would have had like a bruise or like some type of injury, right? But it seemed like he would just like, you ever seen them roller coasters where like the guy, the people just like, it seems like that would happen. I mean, him getting knocked out makes more sense, but him just passing out attached to the Lake Lanier thing, it's kind of spooky.
White people. Leave that nigga alone, man.
It's trying to get y'all one by one.
Leave that nigga alone, man. Listen, I'm telling you, Lake Lanier is gonna get enough people and possess them, and he gonna have all the shit that white people like, and this is gonna be a plot just to get all y'all out there to try to get you. All right, if you ever hear free potato salad raisins at Lake Lanier, just know it's a trick. All right, them ghosts is coming for your ass.
It's like a curse. every white person that gets splashed by Lake Lanier water at some point, like, gets some type of sickness or
Yeah.
get slapped. Even small stuff like they get slapped by a black person at some point.
Hey man, I'll tell you, stay the fuck away from that water, man. It's crazy out there. We're gonna move on, man. We got another another crazy story, man. Pull the next one up on the screen, Dom. Let's just, because I don't know exactly what order she got it in. Okay. Oh yeah, this one was crazy. Did you see this video? This naked man jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge with a trash bag as a parachute and survives. Now, I remember when I watched this video and I read a couple of things, everybody was like, yo, this nigga was not expecting to survive. He jumped out that bitch like he was ready to die. I ain't gonna hold you, but
the nakedness part makes me feel like that was a suicide. Yeah.
Yeah. So a 44-year-old man climbed to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge, North Tower on Sunday, removed all his clothing, and affixed a, what is that? Kazakhstan flag to the structure. NYPD's emergency service unit responded and climbed up there trying to talk him down, but while officers were still speaking with him, he jumped from the tower into the East River below. NYPD's harbor unit pulled him out from the water shortly after. He avoided serious physical injury despite the height of the fall and was taken to the hospital for psychiatric evaluation. The Brooklyn Bridge has a clearance of 135 feet from the water at its center. He is facing charges of reckless endangerment, graffiti, public lewdness, criminal trespass, and disorderly conduct. Hey, man.
That's pretty epic. That's actually pretty epic.
Best bar story ever. You know what I mean?
From the cops?
Nigga in there, smash a can on his head. He was like, yeah, I'm a badass. He's like, yeah, bitch, I jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge, so.
Breath of the Homeless. I feel like that nigga plays way too much Fortnite or something like that. That's like some James Bond shit, but I feel like a trash bag was a weird choice.
It was a weird choice. That was a weird choice. I remember as a kid trying to use like a sheet and shit like that and jump off of the porch, and none of that shit ever worked. The
bad as hell. Bad as
I knew the trash bag wouldn't work. I felt like it would never hold my weight. So the fact that a grown man thought that was going to work, hey, man, they were right to take him for a psychiatric evaluation. That was the best choice.
He landed in homeless though, right? I mean, homeless. Wow. He landed in water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you thinking about that he landed in homeless? What were you trying to get to? What was
There's a comment that says Assassin's Creed Homeless Edition. So I was like reading that while I said it.
Man, I had a couple get escorted out of my show last night, man, and I could tell when I first addressed them that they had been causing a ruckus all night long, because I said something to the chick. I was talking about, you get to the age and you gotta, use the bathroom in the morning before you do anything. And the guy was white girl and a white guy. The guy was like, her right here. And I was like, he pointing at you. I was like, you shit alike, ma'am? And she was like, yeah. I was like, whoa, your energy is kind of high. And the whole crowd was like, yes, nigga. We've been saying it all night. And I was like, oh, this is about to be a problem. And sure enough, probably about 10, 15 minutes later, they were getting put out, right? The dude was like, he was a big, brawly, little Texas motherfucker, right? But he didn't know the club had this guy named Fudge, who was their head of their security. Fudge, like chocolate fudge. This nigga had to be like 6'8".
Yeah, damn.
360.
Shit.
So I'm like, yo, because the waiter staff was like, yo, man, just come with us outside. You know what I'm saying? Let's not interrupt the show's going on. It's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I was like, where's Fudge at? Fudge emerges out of the darkness, big ass motherfucker like this. He was like, let's go. And dude was like, all right, well, let's go outside and talk about it. Let's go outside. Now, Fudge had dislocated his wrist or something. So he's walking with his hand behind his back. So he looked like he's about to grab that thing. And so dude was like, all right, let's go. We can go outside and talk.
We could leave. Fudge, thank you. Thank you, Fudge.
I said that motherfucker, because I had just met him last night. When he came to the green room to introduce himself, I was like, God damn, I almost called you the hard R.
Hey, have you seen like an increase in heckling since social media like started circulating these crowd clips? Have you been seeing like more people trying to go for a moment or heckle the comedian to try to take over the show?
Thankfully not, bro. And
Hmm.
I really think it's also like with the tone you set, but also like the audience that's coming to to see you. If most of the audience is there for you, like they're familiar with your work, then they're
Hmm.
familiar with your style. And I don't really do a whole lot of that just yet. You know what I'm saying? I might figure
Yeah.
out like a way to like just have fun with the audience, but I haven't started engaging that way. So I have ways to shut that shit down immediately before security has to get involved. But I
Hmm.
also have seen an uptick of people producing these viral moments for videos. Like the one
Really?
dude who had all the stuff thrown at him on
Yeah.
stage recently, a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, I saw that.
produced, hella
Yeah.
produced. And
Same
it's
with
just
the a
like,
girl who she asked an audience member to throw water on her. I just saw
uh,
that. Yeah.
yeah, we can create a viral moment right now. You want to do it? Here, just throw this water on. And it's just like, it's, we talked about it before. That clout is a hell of a drug. That attention is a hell of a drug, and we all want it. We all want to go viral, but for the right reasons. But like
Yeah.
the question you just asked is because of it happening so often, and people now producing these videos. And so in my mind, it's like you're encouraging this behavior by highlighting this, sort of. You know what I mean? Like the fact that y'all are now producing these means you want that type of engagement just so you can go viral. I want to go viral for just being funny. I don't want no other interruptions at the shows because now that takes away from the show experience for the people that were cool, calm, and collective and enjoying themselves because you wanted to create this fucking fiasco. And I just like, it's never will be my thing. Uh, yeah, like somebody said, heckling has always been a part of comedy. Y'all sensitive as comedians nowadays. I mean, heckling has been a part of comedy. There are people who go to clubs who just like want the attention and shit like that. There are also people who go to clubs because they want to be entertained. That's how I think about it. Like if somebody paid their money, they worked the job all week long for 2 weeks and they got their check. We don't know what type of job they work. They could hate that fucking job. They're just working it because they have responsibilities. They have a family to take care of. So when a heckler starts doing that type of shit, you're saying fuck you to the rest of the people that are there to be entertained. It doesn't
Yeah.
have anything to do with being sensitive. It has a lot to do with being professional and also being able to control yourself in a setting outside of your house. It doesn't matter how sensitive a comic is or not. If I got a job to do, that's why when I go on stage, I always try to look like something because people paid their money for it. People saying y'all are sensitive. There are some sensitive comics. I'm not gonna hold you on that. However, there are most comics that are up there are there to do a job. So when somebody comes in to disrupt what you're trying to do, like what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like y'all
Hmm.
act like this because we're comics. This isn't a real job. Like we're not putting hours in to
Yeah.
perfect this craft and get these jokes to a point where we are letting you laugh every 30 to 45 seconds. I can't come to your job and act the fucking fool when you at the gas station, sir, who has so much to say, and knock over the fucking windshield wiper fluid and take all the paper towels out and throw them at the fucking window when you behind the glass. Right? I can't do. You wouldn't want me to do that. Then when you come to the show, you sit your stupid ass down and enjoy the show, or don't come. Like nigga, we don't want you there if you don't want to be here. It ain't
Right.
about being sensitive. It's about being able to control yourself. You're a fucking adult. But I digress because some niggas will never get it. Some niggas just love the chaos and hey man, go for it.
Yeah. Nah, for real though. Yeah, and it's like it's one of two things. It's either like well, actually three things now. I feel like now people will try to get a clip or just take over the energy of the room. They get to like
Mm-hmm.
a level of drinks and they're just like, all right, this nigga's getting too much attention, and they'll try to get part of the add jokes or add commentary and shit like that. Like that shit is weak. And then
Yeah.
but I don't know. I feel like I've even seen the produced like viral moments on like podcasts. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
doing that a lot too.
Yeah.
Just like scripted like walk-offs or scripted like negativity and stuff, and it works.
Yeah,
But
it does, man. And it's for someone that like doesn't want to feed into the bullshit of it. It kind of sucks. It's like, damn, is this the wave? Is this the only way to get the engagement, to get people talking? Is it no longer about good content, great topics, great guests? You have to like produce. Like we are the new MTV died, so we can become them. And it's like, damn, bro, this
that's
sucks.
crazy. Yeah.
I don't want to have to do that, man. It sucks that talent isn't enough. Entertainment has to be, you know what I'm saying? You put that little extra sauce on it, you put a piece of bacon on it now. to make it even better. It's like, this sucks, man. It is.
Hey, you wanna try it?
Sure, why not? Just for shits and giggles.
Ask me about peaches.
Like the fruit or the person?
Like a person.
Okay. Right. Yo, so what happened with you and Peaches?
Me and Peaches?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought we wasn't gonna talk about that, bro.
Hey man, the people want to know. They keep hitting me up in my inbox like, yo, what happened with Pat Peaches? And I don't want to speak on it on your behalf. I'd rather you go ahead and.
Damn, man, I said I didn't want to talk about that, bro.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just I feel like we have an obligation to our viewers and our listeners, people that have been supporting us for so long, for you to address this coming directly from you. I don't want to do it on your behalf.
Yeah.
That ain't right. That ain't fair for me to address something I ain't even really have shit to do with it. But I keep getting dragged into it because we're on the podcast together.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna holler at you,
man.
brother.
Don't walk off like that.
Man. Same for me.
This the shit I be talking about, man. Niggas don't want to like own up to their shit, take responsibility for their words and their actions, nigga. That's all you have to do. Motherfuckers keep coming at me about the shit, and you don't even.
Did we get it?
I don't know. Hopefully, it felt real.
Why would I walk off on a virtual?
Nigga didn't even try to close it. Nigga just walked up.
I would have to
go on, nigga.
I would have to come back. All right, hang on. How do I end? I have my headphone. I have my fucking mic still. Felt good. All right. Welcome, 100,000 new followers. You negative liking niggas. you negatively liking niggas.
Hey, they gotta do one now. We gotta script one every once a week now. Just go ahead and do.
Right. Let's just
thank you, Ms. Joyce.
We just gotta piss each other off and have a walk off every intro, and then all right, guys, we starting the show.
Yeah. Imagine the nigga walking off into his house, and you gotta call somebody over to go in your room, and then close the shit for you. And if you are gonna call somebody to end the stream for you, then you should be doing it on Mint Mobile, because this episode is sponsored in part by Mint Mobile. When we were kids, summer meant freedom. No homework, no teachers, no school. As adults, summer can still mean freedom thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale. Right now, all of Mint Mobile's plans are $15 per month, even unlimited. So you can free yourself from big wireless, their gimmicks, their gotchas, and switch to Mint for high-speed data and coverage on T-Mobile 5G network. Mint Mobile made it a requirement for us to be able to give personal experience, so they hooked us up with a free line. Hippie has been using it, and she says she absolutely loves it. $15 a month you can't beat that with a stick, guys. Come on, man. You do pay for it in advance. You can pay for it in increments of 3, 6, or 12-month plans, but you can say goodbye to a monthly bill. That means there are, like they said, no gotchas, no ahas. You ain't got to worry about no overages and things like that. Like, whoa, what's this extra $11.99 or $15.99 on my bill? Because they'll try to, big wireless will try to do that. They'll try to slide a little something on your bill. And listen, you can even bring your current phone over and your current phone number. You don't have to. Back in the day, switching was hard. Mint Mobile makes it super easy, so you can ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile. It's easy. You sign up online, you get 3 months of premium wireless service for $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/DIYS. That's Mint, MINT, mobile.com/DIYS. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/DIYS. There it is. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Includes up to 200 gigabytes hotspot. capable devices required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com for more information. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Mint Mobile.
Yeah, man. We out here.
Ryan Reynolds sponsoring podcasts. I love it.
Man, that motherfucker know how to get the bag, boy. If it ain't for the acting and all that shit, he has Mint Mobile. He had the Aviation Gin. It was something
Aviation is him? Oh, wow. That's crazy.
He gonna get to that bag.
He has a marketing company too that he uses to market his own stuff. And then he bought like a football team too and did a documentary about him. And now they're like popping. It's crazy.
Marketing genius, man.
So
marketing genius. I love it, man. I love the way he get that going. Let's jump into the next topic, Don. Let's bring it up. See which one we got up next. Oh no, we talked about this one.
We need this one.
We did that one already. Yeah, that extra ending right there.
Nope.
Okay, didn't know this one right here. 2 U.S. Forest Service employees kidnapped, held hostage near remote lake in NorCal. 2 U.S. Forest Service biologists conducting frog habitat research in California's Shasta Trinity National Forest were allegedly kidnapped at gunpoint by father and son. Man, that takes bonding to a whole nother level.
Right.
Joseph and Phoenix, what is it? Henrichton. Say that Joseph, armed with an AR-15 style rifle, zip-tied the victims, held them hostage for more than 12 hours, and called a forest ranger claiming he had 2 federal biologists hostage while threatening to kill them. Negotiations secured the victims' release early Friday, and both suspects surrendered. A motive has not been identified. If convicted of kidnapping federal employees, they could face life in prison.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I did not either. Shit. I bet they didn't know. I wonder what's going through their mind when they be doing shit like that. I also wonder what be going through the victim's mind. Like is it one of those things where you see your life flash before your eyes, or it's just a very scary situation and you don't know what's next, and it's the anxiousness is getting the best of you, can't relax.
You mean if you were the hostage?
If you were the hostage, yeah. I was shit. I definitely think I was shit on they would get mad at me because I was nervous shit, and then he probably hit me with the butt of the gun. I was like, I couldn't hold it. I'm nervous.
You just start farting.
Yeah,
that would be
in a small space. They gonna get mad at me because it's gonna fill the cabin. It's gonna fill the cabin. They might have to give me a warning shot because I ain't gonna know how to act, bro.
That was just a random path to life in prison. Like, of all the paths you could have taken, you kidnapped 2 frog biologists, like thinking like that's our payday in the middle of the woods. 2 frog studying biologists. And it's like they could have done that to really anybody. And I don't know do you know how much kidnapping you were kidnapped? How much is kidnapping? How much is kidnapping a regular nigga in prison? Like compared to life with a government official, like you can't kidnap the mailman. If you kidnap a regular nigga, what is that, like 10 years? You gotta know this.
I don't know. The niggas that kidnapped me didn't go to jail.
You never Googled like how many years would they have got for this? If I was a snitch, what would have been the consequences? It's got to be a crazy difference, like life or 4 years.
Yes, I think it depends on the degree at which you held the person hostage. Like if it was armed or not. I mean, because kidnapping is anything again being held against your will. Any form of that is basically kidnapping. So there are people who just do it, just tie you up type shit. There are people who do it armed. There are people that are like it'll get aggravated assault attached to it, like they beat you first and then hold you at gunpoint and then don't let you leave. Each one of those carries a different thing. So I would imagine, you can get anywhere from, for assault and kidnapping probably like 8 to 15, depending on if this is your first offense and stuff. But again, I don't know. I'm not really involved in that world like that.
Right. Okay.
Slick saying, you were kidnapped. What was that?
that was an amazing transition. Hey, shout out to the Real Rain for the super chat. See that happening if a family member was lost in their forest jurisdiction and they're asking for help for years, and those two are sabotaging efforts.
Damn.
It's a nice little analysis.
Man, that was that real right there. Pat, I'll let you take this one.
What's going on with the shrimp now? Every week. Okay.
Every week is like, what are we supposed to eat, bro?
What are we supposed to eat? Okay. Ocean virus infects humans and causes blindness. Scientists have reported a rare case involving a virus typically associated with farmed shrimp that may have infected a human. The reported infection was linked to an unusual eye condition involving inflammation and increased eye pressure. That's terrifying. Researchers are studying how a virus associated with aquaculture could cross the species barrier, but confirmed human cases appear to be extremely uncommon. There is currently no evidence of a widespread public health risk or that properly cooked seafood is a common source of infection. Continued research will help clarify how such rare cases occur. Okay, this is terrible advice, but this is all I got. I feel like this is how I've been dealing with it. I think that since COVID, a new branch of like viral like journalism happened, and now it's like every single week, monkeypox, lettuce, shrimp. I feel like it's just kind of a scare tactic that they tell us way too early to get clicks. Like it was like super crazy. The first paragraph, like it could make you blind, and then it was like, this is extremely rare and we don't know a lot about it. I mean, this is extremely rare and we know nothing. So I feel like they tell us if there's a possibility. It's almost like a hurricane. There's like crazy headlines that's like, this hurricane is coming. And then like a week later, they're like, yeah, it passed. No, don't worry about it. So it's almost like it's just fear. And I just like, I'll wait until it's worse.
That's why I didn't believe on the Taco Bell. You know what I mean? And nothing you can say to make me turn my back on Taco Bell, bitch.
Have you really eaten Taco Bell lettuce since that warning? And you feel okay?
I feel fine.
Honestly,
I'm at the age where, I ain't got no problem shit. Explosive diarrhea, regular diarrhea, still diarrhea. And if it's making me lose weight, bitch, I really welcome it. You know what I mean? I'm not, I can't get back fat. And so, 2 weeks of explosive diarrhea is going to keep me at the shape I'm in. I ain't got no problem with it. But also, Taco Bell has held me down for years. I'm not turning my back on Taco Bell. I just had Taco Bell. What day was it? I left the beach. It was 3 days ago. 4 days ago I had Taco Bell. Yeah, Sunday. After I left the boat.
Was it something lettucey?
I had the Mexican pizza combo. So it's the Mexican pizza and it's 2 crunchy taco supremes.
Someone said you got the gut of a hyena. Ilya, that's crazy.
I can't see any of the comments unless Don put them on there, but
yeah. It says, well, Ilya, oh, there it go. Tahir has the gut of a hyena, so it can dissolve it faster. That's crazy. I've actually never heard that. That was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Hey, man, listen, I'm at a point now where a lot of the things don't get under my skin, and that's thanks to our next sponsor, which is In the Cloud. Okay, this episode of DIYS is sponsored by In the Cloud. Everyone loves saying we should do one more summer thing. Cool. My nervous system would just like to unsubscribe. There's a specific kind of panic that hits when your calendar, your inbox, your laundry, your sleep schedule all starts demanding too much time. Luckily, In the Cloud exists, because at some point you have to admit another iced coffee and a positive attitude are just not going to solve that day and fix everything that's going on. In the Cloud is a fully legal online cannabis dispensary for gummies, exotic flower, y'all know what that means, premium pre-rolls, zero sugar THC sodas, energy gummies, and extra strength sleep gummies. And those are my absolute favorite. Everything is federally legal hemp, THC, lab tested, and shipped discreetly to your door because the plans are still planning. The inbox is still inboxing. And somehow everybody still wants to circle back emotionally and professionally. Damn it, I'm tired. Okay, I just want to relax. I just want to chill. Okay, In the Cloud provides that cool, relaxed, no stress zone that I need so much throughout the week. Sometimes it's just because I have a full schedule. Sometimes it's because it's a demanding day. Sometimes I got a free day and I don't want to leave the house. You know what I'm saying? But we're so addicted to our phones and social media, always scrolling and stuff like that. I find it difficult to put it down. So sometimes I'll just take a little In the Cloud product, set my phone down, and let the TV watch me or binge watch a favorite show or a couple of movies. But I can only do it when I'm doing it with the In the Cloud because otherwise I'm too busy scrolling and doing other things. So an In the Cloud Zero Sugar THC soda is great when I want the day to feel less dramatic, or the Midnight Raspberry Extra Strength Sleep Gummies fit into my nighttime schedule perfectly. The energy gummies for surviving the return of routine, THC sodas for the calm social energy without the alcohol, the extra strength sleep gummies for shutting down the mental tabs, and the flower for slowing the evening down before your calendar wins. If you're 21 and older, go to inthecloud.co. That's .co, not .com, and use the code DIYS for 30% off your first subscription order. All right, that's inthecloud.co. Code DIYS for 30% off, delivered routinely and discreetly to your door, plus free gifts and free shipping on qualifying orders. And don't forget to fill out the quick survey when you order to support this show. Enjoy responsibly, and huge thanks to In the Cloud for helping everyone laugh a little bit more, stress a little less, and survive the return to reality.
You on point with the, hang on.
Hey, man.
With the reading today. What's going on?
Listen, man, the In the Cloud got your boy chilling, buddy. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You feel
me? Need to bring that back. The niggas need to bring back like 2000s rapper emotes.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't do it no more.
Shit, you feel me? You know what I mean? Don, let's get one more story in here.
What we got next?
Yeah, what we got next right here? Oh wow! This is just the sweetest little thing. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig because they get lonely. Don't have none of them motherfuckers. All right, I'm not even gonna go into this. All right, don't get none. What's the point of a guinea pig? I need somebody to explain it to me. Pat, you like animals? You do, Pat Geo. What's the point? What would you ever have a guinea pig?
You know, it's so crazy. I just had this episode because somebody tweeted, no, it was a Reddit thread that said owning birds is diabolical. And there was like this whole thread about how crazy it is to own a bird. And I get it. Some people have sanctuaries. The birds are hurt or can't survive in the wild. But I don't know. I feel like guinea pigs, birds, hamsters, turtles, fish. Wow.
What?
Crazy cray. Tahir's people is crazy. See, just random jabs. We just be getting jabbed out of nowhere.
What the fuck, Quizzy Cray?
I mean, you can't see the comments. They're pretty much all that. No one cares about the birds in captivity. Everybody is just being mean. But like all these people, all these kids have these I think projects that their parents give to them for like responsibility, like take care of this turtle, take care of this guinea pig. And for the most part, it's them coming home, taking their stuff off, being like, hey, what's up? Giving them some food, and then they're done with. So to keep these random prisoners in these tanks that are too small, like the average person can't afford the tank that they actually need.
Right.
So I don't know. It feels weird whether they fly or whether they're supposed to be running around. I feel like dogs and cats are what we should have. Yeah. And that should be it.
The smaller animals, I mean, you know, maybe for a small kid, but even with that, like they're not taking care of them probably efficiently, so it falls back on the parent. It's just like I don't, you know, but that's me. I'm also a Grinch. You know what I mean? Like I'm very much a Grinch. I feel like we should have anything that doesn't get old enough to be able to contribute to society. You know what I mean? So kids barely made it the fuck in. You know what I mean? Like I don't fuck with a lot of shit, but that's me. You know, I am a Grinch. I do know that. I'm an angry old man, so you know.
But I don't know if they're so interested in the guinea pig's feelings and the loneliness, they made it a law to get two instead of making it a law to not have them. You know?
Yeah.
If
That,
we're caring about this,
they really care about, you know, the mindset of the guinea pig, and I mean, I guess I can appreciate that. I feel like PETA would kill it in Switzerland right now, just the way they moving.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just feel like they're, you know, why even have it? Why?
I hung out with a shepherd for a little bit, and he was like basically teaching dogs how to herd, and he was the only person I met that said even dogs should not be in a house, or because he's seen depressed dogs that had ancestors that herd sheep. They didn't even know how to do it. It was just an instinct. And they'll bring them to him like, my dog is like either like sick or just like depressed, and they'll just naturally start herding the sheep because it's like they're supposed
it's bred
to do.
in them. Yeah.
So like you take that dog, you know, out of the you know, the wild, I guess, even if it's domesticated, and you just have them in a room the whole time, they actually get depressed. Hang on, Dom, can you put the story back up, because there's some pretty sad shit in there. It says the law is based on the understanding that guinea pigs are highly social animals and can suffer emotionally and psychologically when kept alone. To prevent loneliness, Swiss law requires that they be kept in pairs or groups. If one guinea pig passes away, the owner is expected to find a new companion for the surviving pet as soon as possible. And it could be legal consequences. Okay. So so they know that they're suffering. So they're just like, give it a friend to suffer with. Instead of just like, let them shits go.
Hey man, I can appreciate that. Like, I can completely understand the psychology around that. I just feel like there are other pets that you can have. Like, I don't see the purpose for a guinea pig, but I mean, that's just me. That's just me. But I do agree with what you said, even what the guy said about the dogs, and like, you know, they instinctively have that in. My cousin, they had to ship my cousin out of the city because he was just getting into too much shit. And when he went to the next city, I ain't gonna say where, the nigga just got back on drugs. He's instinctively a crackhead. Sometimes, you know, you can't. The environment don't match it. He gonna get that crack. You know what I'm saying?
That was his dog herding.
Yeah. My cousin gonna find that crack. It don't matter where you put him at. He gonna find that crack.
Damn.
In another part of Europe, you legally can't leave your pet at home for more than 5 consecutive hours. That's insane. Is that like dog pets, or is that like smaller? It has to be dog pets, right?
How does that work with work? You know, like, do people get you know, lunch breaks to go take their dog out or something?
Maybe these things are set up in place to make people not have pets. So, you ever think about that? I mean, you know, on a conspiracy corner type thing, I feel like the government is slowly trying to take away all of our ability to do certain things. Like they pumping this fear mongering with what we can and can't eat. They're creating these seedless fruits and vegetables so we can't do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the plant stores and like Home Depot, since were banned or were told to stop selling seeds for certain fruits and vegetables, we wouldn't have access to them. We would only be able to get them from the grocery stores and the government appointed spots and shit like that. I feel like they are slowly taking our ability to do shit our own, so we are defenseless without them. You know what I'm saying? And total praise and surrendering. Like, it's getting scary.
No,
I mean, it's been scary, but it's like now it's a lot more blatant. It's a lot more blatant.
Yeah. No,
I heard that they got fucking, like, ICE has these taser gloves now.
For grabbing?
Yes. Like, grab somebody, taking them down like that. Like, they I guess the fingertips, certain points of it have the mechanism in them. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What is going on with you niggas, man? Is you okay?
I can't believe that's still going on, to be honest.
Well, Trump is still in president. He's still the president, so I would not be surprised if that's still going on until we get a new. Yeah, yep, taser gloves. It's a thing.
It's called the Yup Taser.
No, he was just. I think he's saying
Taser.
Taser
Okay.
gloves. Yeah.
Dang. So, do you think that the protesting did anything, or was that just our response to it?
I think that the protesting got the attention nationally and globally, but I don't think much can be done. And like, I don't think that everybody under Trump is an asshole. I think there are people who are scared of him because they see what he does when you don't pledge total allegiance to him. He turns his back on you and leaves you to call. Trump is Homelander without the superpowers.
Damn. Yeah, except he doesn't even try to seem like he's nice.
Nah, Trump doesn't either. Like he wants total allegiance, and he doesn't understand what people don't like him. He doesn't understand why he didn't get the what's the award? It wasn't the Mark Twain. It was the oh my God. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was upset that he didn't get that award. It was it's supposed to be like for good people who do good in the world. And the way that he's changing all of these, naming all of these things after him, and the bullshit, which is the reflective pool right now, none of that shit worked out. And he doesn't understand like why people wouldn't just want to love him and shit like that. Like, motherfucker, you are the Nobel Peace Prize. He was upset that he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, nigga, it's nothing peaceful about you. Matter of fact, it's nothing peaceful about America. Do you realize that none of us are able to say we live in a peaceful country? We America always like, you know, we're ready to fight, we're ready to go to war, we're protect whatever, don't tread on us. Everything around us, all the propaganda is about fight. We've never been like, you know, peaceful for 30 years or no conflict for over X amount of time. It's always about fight. And I really feel like that does something to the people of a country. When you're always constantly reminded that we got to fight for it, we got to take it. And especially like the Black community, we've always had to fight. So we just like, we expect it. We go throughout our day knowing that we might have to fight for justice. We might have to fight for our right to exist. We might have to fight for our right to be, you know, given our food or whatever. We expect it. But like a big part of the country, I feel like they never even think about it from a peaceful aspect. It's always just like, I don't know, man. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, damn, like nobody really promotes peace.
Yeah. And if you do, you're just not going to get viral.
Yeah.
It's like what we were saying about the planted moments, you know? I feel like people just really, really leaned into that, the fact that negativity spreads and positivity just gets doesn't even make the algorithm, really.
It does not. And that's sad too. But I mean, you know, what you gonna do? I don't know the way around it. I really want to have like a sit down think tank with people's like, oh, how do we get around the bullshit and still put out some quality content? Because I know it's a way, but it's just like, yeah, maybe we got to find the right crowd. You know what I'm saying? When I did that cruise with those older people, man, them motherfuckers. And shout out to them, man. They came out in droves last night. There was about 25 of them from the cruise that came to my show last night. Wow. Yeah, so I appreciate the people that want quality entertainment, and you ain't got to deal with the bullshit attached with it. But I know it's a way to do it. But right now, like the viral shit is just like, got to have the craziness attached to it.
Thank you, Gray Matter. We appreciate it. The only way I've seen it work is just a blatant reverse of like what's negative. So for instance, rage baiting is the hugest thing right now, trying to get somebody to break character and get mad. So now joy baiting is a thing. So it's pretty much like going up to people and making them feel like you're being disrespectful, but then you compliment them. So I mean, like, that's still a play on negativity in a way. It's just like reverse. But I don't know. It feels like we shouldn't have to do all that.
We should not.
Like, you know.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're going to still be out here rocking with y'all. Scary Squad, we appreciate y'all. Everybody that pulled up to the live, we appreciate y'all as well. As always, y'all can check. I was doing so good to the end. As always, y'all can find everything about me going on Instagram at Tahir More, also on Facebook at Tahir More. Pat, you got anything coming up?
Yes, Patrick Cloud on everything. Make sure you guys check out Red Bull's Rap IQ. We got an episode going pretty crazy right now with Ti versus his son Domani.
Yeah,
And
I
also
saw that
Killer
clip
Mike.
right there.
And yes, go ahead and check that out. It's a really fun show to do. And catch me on stream. Planet Sandwich every Wednesday. It's actually going to be tonight this week, Thursday night at 6 p.m.
And y'all can catch all my shows on my link tree right now. You can hit that link straight from my Instagram. I got DC on the 27th, the 28th, the 29th. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. September 3rd, I'm in Nashville. Then it gets a little crazy after that. I think the 10, 17, and 10, 18, I'm in San Diego. After San Diego, I have Chandler, Arizona. And at some point, I'm also going to do Sacramento right for the end of the year. And I'll be back in St. Louis at Helium, I think around Thanksgiving, that week of Thanksgiving. So got a couple shows you can still catch your boy at. Pull up on me like britches. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tahir Moore.
Patrick Cloud.
And we'll see you next week. Another episode of Damn Internet. You scary. Peace, guys.
Peace, y'all.
Bye, 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 bye.